Welcome to the viewers for the lecture in the subject structural analysis. Now, in the recent lectures, we have been discussing about matrix stiffness method, and now currently we are following the system approach or a direct approach, or in other words, we are dealing with direct stiffness method of structural analysis. And already we have introduced the method. We have discussed the analysis of a few problems on continuous beams and analysis of a few problems on portal frames. So, in this lecture, we will take up analysis of pin jointed trusses. Now, we know in matrix stiffness method, the displacements are the unknowns. The displacements U are the primary unknowns. These are the primary unknowns, right? And the degree of difficulty of the analysis increases with the kinematic indeterminacy of the structures. So, if the kinematic indeterminacy of the structure is n, then the matrix will be n by n. If the kinematic indeterminacy equal to n, or if the kinematic indeterminacy, or if the number of possible joint displacements are 2, then the size of the matrix will be 2 by 2. If it is 4, if kinematic indeterminacy is 4, the size of the stiffness matrix will be 4 by 4. That already we have studied, just to recall, that's all right. Now, the basic equilibrium equation that is involved is K into U. This is the equation we have followed throughout. K into U equal to F. F consists of F of F and F naught. F of F stands for the forces applied at the system coordinates. F naught, it is due to the fixed end moments. So, here we are going to deal with the truss members, axially loaded members. Therefore, we are not going to bother about this F of F. We are going to consider only the second term, only F of. Therefore, the formula will be given as, in the earlier analysis actually, we have used the formula K into U equal to F. Here also the formula is same. Only thing is, we are going to consider only the second term. Therefore, the formula will be K into U equal to minus F. That is, we are considering only the second term. Actually, this is F naught only. F naught resulting from the fixed end moments. Here there is no fixed end moment. That is why it will be simply given as F. Therefore, the viewers need not get confused why we have used K into U equal to plus F in the earlier problems and minus F in this problem. That should not be there. So, that is the reason, right? And as usual, the equation consists of the stiffness matrix, the primary unknowns, namely displacements, and the force vector, right? Now, the stiffness matrix will be consisting of coefficients, stiffness coefficients, Kii, Kij, Kjj, etc., right? Now, we will skip the derivation. Kii equal to sigma Ae by L into cos square theta. Suppose if you consider a member Ij, if you the truss will be consisting of vertical members, horizontal members, inclined members, like this. If let us take a typical member Ij at an angle of inclination theta with the horizontal, then Kii equal to Ae by L into cos square theta. Then Kij or Kji equal to sigma Ae by L sin theta cos theta, and Kjj equal to sigma Ae by L into sin square theta. Now, this is very important because for calculating the stiffness coefficients, we are going to make use of these formulas. These are derived formulas. We are going to make use of this formula. Therefore, when we do the calculations using the tabular form, so we can find out. So we need one column for area, one column for Young's modulus if area is different for different members. Suppose if area is uniform, that need not have a separate column. So one column for A if areas are different, one column for E if Young's modulus is different, otherwise not necessary. L, the length of the member, L, one column for L. Then we have to open out one column for cos theta. We have to find out what is the value of theta for members. That we will discuss in the problem, theta. And then one column for cos square theta. Then one column for sin theta. And one column for sin square theta. Sin square theta. And one column for sin theta, cos theta. Cos theta. After all these things, so number of columns we can decide. Right. So if A and E are same, this need not have a separate column. If L is different, you have a column for L. Cos theta, cos square theta, sin square theta, sin theta, cos theta. For all these things, we want separate columns in the tabular form. So if this is known, then the tabulation or doing the calculation will not be difficult. Right. Then you want one column for AE by L cos square theta. One column for AE by L cos theta sin theta. One column for AE by L sin square theta. If A and E are same, that we can multiply at the end, because every value need not be multiplied by A and E, and we need not waste our time. Finally, we can just do it. So this will tell us what are the columns that are to be provided in the tabular form when you find out the stiffness coefficients. And then add everything, sigma and sigma, add everything. So that will give the stiffness. So once the tabulation is ready, then the stiffness matrix is ready. Stiffness matrix is ready. Coming to the right hand side, F. F will be consisting of the forces. Suppose if we choose this as the x-axis and this as the y-axis, whatever is the force in the x direction, suppose if it is towards right, the force is towards left, then it is minus. Y-axis is taken like this. Suppose the truss is subjected to a downward load, the force will be minus. So whatever is the force in the direction, we have to just mark. So getting the force vector will not be difficult. Will not be difficult. And we have to find out the value of U. Once if you find out the K values using these formulas, F values from the given loads, the truss may be consisting of load say 50, 75 like that, 50 and 75 like that. So that means the force vector will be x direction, this is x is 50, so this is 50, and y axis is upwards, the force is downwards, so this is minus 75. So that we can easily get it. And here there is no need for any calculation of fixed end moments and all those things. Members will be subjected to vertical and horizontal loads. So that will give the value of U. The displacements in the x and y directions of the nodes. Right. After calculating, we have to find out the final forces. For final forces in members, we have a formula. Force in a member Ij equal to AE by L Ij of the member. AB means LAB. BC means LBC into delta I minus delta J. This is I, this is J. Delta I minus delta J in the x direction. So delta I x minus delta Jx into cos theta ij. Cos theta ij for the particular member plus delta I minus delta j in the y direction. Delta I y, delta j y. Delta I in the y direction, delta j in the y direction, the difference. Delta iy minus delta jy into sin theta ij. Because we are resolving in the vertical direction, sin theta ij. So this is 90 minus theta, so that will become sin theta ij. So that will give the member forces. So these are derived equations. We can just take it as granted. So similarly, Lij, Jk, Kl, for all members we can find out the force. That is a general formula for the calculation of the force in various members. So with this brief introduction about the method, we will take up lecture number 126, in which we will take up a numerical example and we will discuss. So this is the truss consisting of members OA, make an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal, member OB, make an angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal. So this is a vertical member, and again this is 60 degrees, that is angle member OD makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal, and this is again 45 degrees OE. This is 45 degrees. So this is the truss. It's a pin jointed truss starting from a rigid base. Right. Now this truss carries two loads. One is in the vertical direction. So this is the vertical force. Vertical force equal to 200 kilonewton, and horizontal force equal to 100 kilonewton. 100 kilonewton. So this is the truss that we have to analyze. The height of the truss is given. The height of the truss is 5 meters. So this is the truss that you have to analyze. The question is, analyze the pin jointed structure shown in figure. Use the direct stiffness method. The cross sectional area of each member is 2000 mm square. The cross sectional area area of the member. So need not get confused with this A. So area A equal to 2000 mm square. For each member, area of cross section is 2000 mm square, and Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Therefore, we will be requiring the value of AE. So AE will be required later, will be equal to area 2000 into E equal to 2 into 10 power 5. Area is mm square. E equal to Newton per mm square. So this and this will get cancelled. So we will be getting 2 into 2, 4 into 10 power 8. 10 power 8 newtons equal to AE equal to 4 into 10 power 5 kilonewton. 4 into 10 power 5, because you will be using the forces are given in terms of kilonewton. Therefore, it will be 4 into 10 power. So AE will be 4 into 10 power 5 kilonewtons. So that we have to have separate. So this is what is given. And we have to find out what is the member force in OA, OB, OC, OD and OE by the direct stiffness method. That is the question. Only thing is I have not written the text for the question, but you can understand. Right. Now, in the matrix stiffness method, the first work is to find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. See, joints A, B, C, D, they are connected to a rigid base. They will not undergo any displacement. Only joint O is likely to have displacement. The two possible displacements are in the x direction and y direction. That is delta O in the horizontal direction, delta O in the vertical direction. Delta O in the vertical direction. That's all. So this we will call it as 1. We call it as 1. This we call it as 2. These are the two possible joint displacement. That is the kinematic indeterminacy of the structure. So let us choose the coordinates. Let us choose at this point O itself. That is at O itself. O. This is O. Let us take x-axis. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. Therefore, this is coordinate 1 or displacement 1, coordinate 2 or displacement 2. This 1 and 2. Horizontal direction it is 1, vertical direction it is 2. It is 2. Right. Then we want the values of theta. Because all these values are needed for calculations later. I will just show the angles in a bigger sketch, so that this is O, this is one member OE, so with horizontal this is 45 degrees. Because this angle is 45 degrees. Because this is 45, this will also be 45. This is OE. Next member is OD. I think you can understand. This is OD, second member. It is not proportionate, because that is a most important sketch. So this is O, 45, 60. Third member is vertical member. Fourth member and the fifth member. Right. So this is O. We have taken the origin and the coordinate axis like this. So from the x-axis, so this is horizontal. From here, this angle is 45 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees for member OE. For member OD, this is 60 degrees. Because this angle is 60, this is 60, therefore with the horizontal, this angle will also be 60. Right. For the third member, this is 90 degrees. 90 degrees for OC. For OB, this angle is 90 plus 45, 135 degrees. And for member OA, this angle is from the x-axis, this angle is 150 degrees. Reason is this is making 30 degrees. Therefore, with the horizontal, this will also be 30 degrees. Therefore, with this, this is 150 degrees. 150 degrees. So, the calculation of this angle with respect to the x-axis, is very important. So, 45, 60, 90, 135 and 150. That is very important. So, that is about theta values. So, fixing the origin, x coordinate, y coordinate, fixing the displacements 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and also fixing the angle. These values are very important. If this is done, then it is only a systematic calculation of quantities. Right. Now we will go for the tabulation, and before going for the tabulation, we need one more calculation, because we want the lengths of members in AE by L, AE is given in the problem, so that we have already got it. L for different members will be required. L for different members, I will show one calculation and rest I will give the values. Suppose if you want the length OE, so the vertical, this is OC is 5 meters. This value is given as 5 meters. OC by OE, OC by OE, the angle is 45 degrees. OC is the opposite side. OE is the hypotenuse. Therefore, opposite side, namely OC by hypotenuse equal to OE equal to sine 45 degrees. Sine 45 degrees. OC by OE equal to sine 45. Therefore, OC by sine 45, OC by sine 45, this we are bringing here and this we are taking to the top, equal to OE. Or OE equal to OC is 5 by sine 45. By sine 45, that value equal to 7.071 meters. This is so. This length is 7.071 meters. Similarly, we can find out the values, namely, say for when you want to find out the value of OD, OC opposite side by OD, OC is the opposite side by OD is the hypotenuse equal to sine 60, equal to sine 60. Therefore, OC equal to say OC equal to this OD will go to the right hand side into sine 60, So that will give the value of OC is known. OC by sine 60 equal to OD. Therefore, on calculation, we will find OD equal to 5.774. 5.774 meters. So, like that we have to, so this is 5.774 and this is 5 meters and this is also equal to 5.774 and this value equal to 10 meters. So, we can find out, so we need the lengths of members, we have to find out all basic values, whatever is needed for the calculations. Theta values are known, L values are known, AE is given, we have the value of AE readily. Now we can go for the tabulation. Right. So, serial number, member, AE is same, we are readily, we have got the value, L is needed, then AE by L we have to calculate because L is different, therefore AE by L will be different for different members, then theta values we want, and other values we will write it later because these are all only calculations. So, we have to open out a tabulation systematically with horizontal lines and vertical lines. This table will be extended. So, we will write all basic values for the 5 members. It is not of uniform spacing, right. We have got 5 members, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Members are OA, OB, OC, OD and OE. OB. The lengths of the members in meters, because we have the lengths in terms of meters and force in terms of kilonewton. Therefore, for OA it is 10 meters, OA it is 10 meters, OB it is 5.774, OB not 5.774, actually it is a mistake, this is not 5.77, sorry, 7.07, this is 45, 7.071, this is also 45, this is also 7.071, this is 10 meters. So, small mistake in writing, right. For OB it is 7.071 and for OC it is 5 meters, OD it is 5.774, this is 7.071, right. These are the values. Then we need theta values. Right. Now, for OA, the angle is 150 degrees. For this, it is 150 50 degrees. Theta is 150 degrees. Theta in degrees 150. For OB it is 135. 135. For OC it is 90. For OD it is 60. And for this it is 45 degrees. So for OE it is 45 degrees. Right. So these are the values that we have to copy down. So now we can forget about this figure and also the coordinates. Right. We want the value of cos theta, then want the value of sin theta. For substituting the formula, these are all the values that are needed. Cos theta, sin theta. Cos theta, sin theta need not be calculated separately. I think this figure also we can rub off, not necessary. After extracting whatever values we want, we can forget about this for the time being, because the table will be lengthy. Then AE by L into cos square theta. AE by L. So we need not open out a column for cos square theta, that will be very lengthy. So then this is one value. Then AE by L into sin square theta, because AE by L is available here, sin theta is available here. So we can calculate AE by L sin square theta. That value is another value. Then AE by L sin theta cos theta. Sin theta cos theta. So the viewers need not get confused, because these are all the formula. This is actually KII. KII equal to sigma of this value. This is actually KJJ. We know the formulas, KJJ. And this is KIJ. For getting the stiffness coefficients, we are calculating these values. So you know the formulas. So that is only a question of filling the table. Properly opening the table and filling the table will solve the problem, because the lines are not proportionate. Hereafter, it is only a calculation process. Right. Now, AE by L equal to, this is 0.4 into 10 power 5. Because AE by L, already we have the value of AE separately. AE equal to 4 into 10 power 5 kilonewton. Already we have calculated AE equal to 4 into 10 power 5 kilonewton. So 4 by 10 will be 0.4 into 10 power 5. AE by L will be 4 into 10 power 5 by 10 equal to 0.4 into 10 power 5. Similarly, this is 0.5657 into 10 power 5. This is 0.8 into 10 power 5. 0.8 into 10 power 5. Point 6928 into 10 power 5 AE by 4 by, yes, this is AE is 4, so 4 by 5 equal to 0.8, correct. So 0.8 in 10 power 5, and this is 0.56, 5657 into 10 power 5. And these are all only calculations, will not require any discussion. Theta is 150, so cos 150 equal to minus 0.866. I will simply give the values, because similarly this is cos 135 equal to minus 0.7071, cos 90 is 0, cos 60 is 0.5, cos 45 equal to plus 0.7071. And similarly, sin 150 equal to 0.5, sin 150 equal to 0.5, sin 135 equal to minus 0.7071. This is sin 90 equal to 1, sin 60 equal to 0.5, and sin 45 equal to 0.7071. And this is 0.3 into 10 power 5, 0.3 into 10 power 5, that is AE by L is 0.4 into 10 power 5 into cos square theta. Cos theta is this value, cos square will be 0.866 square, that will become plus, so 0.866 square into 0.4 into 10 power 5 equal to 0.3 into 10 power 5. So it is only a multiplication of this AE by L 0.5657 into 10 power 5 into cos square theta, that's all. So this value 0.2828, 0.2828 into 10 power. So we will have all values in terms of 10 power 5. This is 0 because cos square theta, cos theta is 0, therefore that is 0. 0.1732, 0.1732 into 10 power 5, 10 power 5, 0.2828, 10 power 5. Similarly, AE by L into sin square theta, that is 0.5 into 0.5 multiplied by 0.4, that is equal to 0.1 into 10 power 5, 0.2828, 10 power 5, 0.8 into 10 power 5, because AE by L is 0.8 into 10 power 5, sin theta is 1, so sin square theta is also 1, therefore 1 into this is equal to 0.8 into 10 power 5, 0.5196 into 10 power 5, 0.2828 into 10 power 5, right. Here it is minus 0.1732, 1732 into 10 power 5, because AE by L is 0.4 into 10 power 5, cos theta is minus 0.866, sin theta is plus 0.5, multiplying, we get that value. This is equal to minus 0.2828 into 10 power 5. Cos theta sin theta means for the third one cos theta is 0, therefore this value will become 0. 0.3 into 10 power 5. Once if the basic values are written, the calculation will be easier. So that's about the calculations, right. Now we have to find out the value of sigma. Sigma equal to 1.0388 into 10 power 5. So this is our K11. This is our K11. Sigma will be into cos square AE by L into cos square theta. 1.9852, 1.9852 into 10 power 5. This is actually K22. In our case, the matrix will be 2 by 2, K22. 0.1268, 1268 into 10 power 5. This is K12 or equal to, we know the stiffness matrix is a symmetric matrix, so that will be the values. That will be the values. That's about the sum. So hereafter we will just actually for later calculations also we need the values. We need the value of L, we need the value of cos theta, we need the value of sin theta. All these things are needed. Anyway, for the timing, I'll just clean the board because we want the space. I hope the viewers can easily recall these values. Right. Now, already told you K11 equal to 1.0388 in 10 power 5, K22, K11, to write it systematically, K11 equal to sigma AE by L cos square theta, that value equal to 1.0388 into 10 power 5. Similarly, K12, because our matrix is of 2 by 2, so K12 equal to K21 equal to sigma AE by L sin theta cos theta. Now that value is the third value, in 0.1268 into 10 power 5, and K22 we know it is sigma AE by L into sin square theta, and that value equal to 1.98, 1.9852 into 10 power 5. So that's about the stiffness values. Therefore, the force vector, this is about the stiffness coefficients. Therefore, K we will write it later. Force vector F equal to, we have got two coordinates, one is x coordinate, the other one is the y coordinate. Along the x coordinate to y coordinate, we know that we have got the forces at the point O, there is a horizontal force of 100 and a vertical force of 200. This is the problem. This is from the problem. At the point O, we had a vertical force of 200, and so this is x axis, this is y axis. So along in the x direction we have 100, therefore this is 100. This is y direction, the upward direction, force is in the downward direction, so this is minus 200. So that is about the force vector. So the equilibrium equation is K into U equal to minus F. We have already discussed the reason for minus F at the beginning we have discussed. So in all the cases you find 10 power 5 is common in all the three cases. 10 power 5 is common. Therefore 10 power 5 into K11 equal to 1.0388, K12 1.9852, 1.9852. This is also 1.9852. Matrix is a symmetric matrix, and K22 equal to, I think we are wrong, that is K22, this value K22 is 1.9852. This is 1.9852. This is actually 0.1268 into 10 power 5. So this is 0.1268, 0.1268 into 10 power. So this is the stiffness matrix, right? Into U1, into U1, into U2. U1 is our delta at the point O in the horizontal direction. This is U2 delta at the point O in the vertical direction. That's what already we have fixed. Equal to minus of 100 and minus 200. Minus of 100 and minus 200. So the right hand side will become, this will become minus 100 and this will become plus 200, right hand side. Right. Now, and that is about the basic equilibrium equation. Then we have to find out the value of U1 and U2. So U1 and U2, I think the viewers can do it. I want to, because already take a lot of time. So the inverting this matrix, I leave it to the viewers. That is, this will be, this when it goes to the right hand side, this will become 1 by 10 power 5 into this matrix inverse into minus 100, 200. So this will be, the inverse of this will be 1 by the determinant into the adjoint of the matrix. We have done number of problems. Assuming that viewers can do it, I will just give the answers because already we have spent a lot of time. Therefore, U1 will be, I will just give only the final value, minus 1.094, minus 1.094 into 10 power minus 3. This is plus 1.077 into 10 power minus 3. So these are the final displacements. Right. After getting the displacements, we will go for the final force in members. Final forces in members. That is, we have got 5 members: OA, OB, OC, OD and OE. If we want to find out the force in the member OA, POA equal to AE by L of the member OA into delta O minus delta A in the x direction, OA minus x in the x direction, into cos theta OA plus delta O minus delta A OA, remember OA, delta OA in the y direction, OY AY into sin theta OA, sin theta. That is the formula. If you write it for one or two members, it is a standard formula. We can easily write it. That is why I am just explaining when I write it on the board. So AE by LOA is there in the tabulation. AE by L, probably third column or fourth column, I think. So this value is available in the tabulation, 0.4 into 10 power 5. That is why I told that the values will be required later. So this is readily available in the table in the fourth column for member OA into this member A joins A, here A, B, C are all in the rigid base. Therefore, this value will be 0. This value will also be 0. Because A, B, C, D and E, all members are in the rigid joint. They will not undergo any displacement. Namely, x direction or y direction, the displacement will be 0. Delta O in the x direction, we know. That is this value, delta O, this value is delta O in the x direction. This is delta O in the y direction. So these are the two values that we need to substitute only for O, because A, B, C, D and E, they are rigid joint. So in all the cases in this problem, the second values will be zeros, always zeros, right. Therefore, here delta O in the x direction equal to minus 1.094, minus 1.094 into 10 power minus 3 minus 0, and theta OA, this is member A, this is OA, this is A, this is O. From the x-axis, this value already we have got it, this value is 150 degrees, 150 degrees. And not only 150 degrees, cos theta OA is there in the tabulation. It is also in the tabulation, that value equal to minus 0.866. So these values you have to take from the table. For all the members, we have got these values in the table, plus delta O in the y direction is 1.077 into 10 power minus 3, and second value in this particular problem is also 0, and sin theta OA is readily available in the table, that value equal to 0.5, that value is. So these values are already tabulated. So from the table we have to get the value, excepting these two values, all other values are available in the table. From the table we have to extract these values. On calculations, we find that POA equal to 59.436 kilonewton. We will be getting with the plus sign, therefore this is tension. This is under tension. I will give only one more formula, other calculations I will skip. So for the benefit of the viewers, I will just give only one more formula. How to write the formula for different members, so that I have to make it easier. Right. Now, next member, force in the member POB equal to same formula, AE by L OB. So this is also there in the tabulation, fourth column I think. It is readily available. That value you will have to simply rewrite into this formula is same, that is delta first O minus delta second value is B, OB x direction and x direction into cos theta OB. Cos theta OB value is readily available. The numerical value of cos theta OB is there in the table plus same formula delta again O minus delta again B, delta O B. This is in the x direction, this is in the y direction into sin theta OB. Sin theta OB. That is the formula. Similarly, OC, OD, OE, same formula can be repeated excepting replacing the letters. Number one. Number two, here also at the point B, that displays the x direction is 0, that displays the y direction is 0 for the point B. B is at the rigid joint. Now this value is available. This value is minus 1.094 into 10 power 5. For all the cases, O is same, O is common. 1.077 into 10 power minus 3. These values are readily available. AE by LOB is there in the tabulation. The value of cos theta OB is there in the tabulation. The value of sin theta OB is in the tabulation. Simply, it is only a question of substitution. Substituting, we will get plus 86.84 kilonewton. So this is POB. So since you are getting with the plus sign, this is also tension. You know, tension is plus and the compression is minus. Similarly, you can find out POC, OD and OE. So I'll skip those calculations. I'll just mark the final values in the figures. So this you can, with this introduction, I hope the viewers can do the calculation. This is the vertical member. This is O, A, B, C, D and E. So due to the forces, this is 59 point tension. Therefore, tension means mark away from the joint. So 59.436. This is again tension, whose value equal to 86.84 kilonewton, of course, kilonewton. 86.16. So this value is again tension 86.16. This is tension. This is 26.72. And this is the only member under a little compression. So a small amount of compression. Only the last member, this is subjected to a compressive force of 0.68 kilonewton. So these are the final. So this is how you have to analyze a pin joint truss by method of direct stiffness method. These are the final forces. So with these basics and I given enough explanation, I think viewers can just do the rest of the calculation and when you proceed with the calculations, and you can check these are the final values. So that completes this lecture. So thank you for your patience. Thank you.